Welcome to the first art video for this channel. Dug myself out. What I'm going to be showing today is behind the scenes making of a work by Man Ray titled Le Violon d'Anglais, and I apologize if that pronunciation's not quite right. It's a piece from the Dadaist movement, and I decided to do this as a freehand sketch because this banana was turning, and I thought it would be just a good work to practice with. It's pretty simple. You're going to be able to see that the head is a little bit small and the F holes in the violin are out of place, which I regret, but not too bad. Given what I was trying to do, I'm pretty happy with it. This model, her name is Kiki de Montepas or something like that. She was also a Dadaist artist and knew a lot of the painters in that group at the time. She was very famous. This work was actually mixed media. Man Ray took this picture and then he edited it and drew on the F holes, and then he printed that and took a picture of that, and that is what we're seeing right now. And it was to make the piece look more believable and to try to muddy the line between what he actually captured with his camera and the artistic vision that he was going for, blending the body and the violin. I hope you enjoy this. There will be more of them. This is the beginning. I apologize that my hand is covering the banana for most of this. Right here, I am carefully working on the outline. As you can see, this banana has spots on it. It was getting a little bit older, so I decided this would be a good opportunity to practice freehand. And by freehand, what I mean is that I'm not putting little guide dots using a Sharpie. I usually use a very fine-tipped Sharpie and do connect the dots. But in this case, I'm just drawing essentially with the tattoo machine, and I'm doing this from memory. My right hand has pretty good functionality. It does cramp up a little bit. The fingers don't fully open, but most of the way. I'd put it at probably 80%, whereas my left hand is, I don't know, probably at about 10 or 15%. I'm able to grip things between my thumb and my forefinger, but that's about it. So I have her right side and her bottom done and her left side, but I'm not going to end up being happy with that left side, and I'm going to make another line a little bit later. Here's a new camera angle. cut out some boring stuff in between. So as you can tell, I don't start at the top and work my way down or left to right. I sort of bounce all around. There probably is an ideal way to go about doing this, but I haven't found it. Sorry, this is mostly out of frame. So as you can see, this is the line work. I'm using a single needle. It's called a bug pen needle. And I'm just tracing the outline and everywhere except for where I'm going to have shading. So now that I've got most of the outline done, going back and adding a few details. Here I'm filling in some details on the tabletop that she's sitting on. She has some clothing that are kind of gathered up around her. And now is when I'm switching the tip from the bug pen to the shader. So now that I've got all of the line work and the detail done, I'm going to begin to shade in the figure. If you'll notice, next time you're holding a banana, there are 5 sides, you could say. But because we can see about half of the banana, we're usually able to see about 2 sides at once. So this image takes place, I guess you could say, or is across 2 of these. Sometimes I use the shape of the banana and incorporate it into the work, and other times I ignore it. In this case, I'm pretty much ignoring it. As you can see, I'm going right up to the edge of the line, and I'm filling in the area between that line and the edge of one of those sides I mentioned. I go over I kind of crest over into the empty sides just to make sure that it's all covered. This part is a good opportunity to see about how fast the banana oxidizes. So just keep an eye on the areas that I've done, and you'll see them start to darken. This is sort of my last opportunity to make changes to the form of the tattoo. I can use this shading, and sometimes I'll leave a little bit of a gap between where I'm shading and where the line is to sort of cheat it and make the figure look a little bit bigger in certain areas. Or I'll cut in and decide to override the initial line with the line I'm making with the shader. This is a fun part because you're really getting to color a lot of it in all at once. And this is also when you can see what the final product is going to look like. You're kind of in the home stretch, and there's not many mysteries now. I do have a little bit of method to my madness for the order that I do this filling in. Sometimes I choose to start in an area that I would like to be completely black for a photograph, and I will finish where I would like it to be a little bit lighter for the photograph, and that gives me the ability to have kind of a mid-tone, kind of a toffee colored area. In this case, I'm pretty much developing the banana entirely. I'm not going for any mid-tone, with the exception of her left butt cheek. I do some very slow, careful tapping highlights where I just barely kiss the skin of the banana with the tattoo machine, the needle, and by doing that, I create just a little bit of highlight of shadow. I guess it's not a highlight, it's a shadow. And you'll see that coming up. This does take a while. I don't rush through this. I could go a little bit faster, but what I've noticed is if I do that, you can see kind of streaky lines. I actually do zigzags or little circles to make sure I completely chew up the banana in the areas that I'm applying this thick shading. Note again the change in color as it develops. I would guess that it takes about 5 minutes to get to 75% dark. And then it gets to fully black, probably in about 20 minutes or so. Now that it's developed, I'm able to see where I missed some areas. This is what I was describing earlier when I said I kind of go over that crest into the next section, just to make sure that there's no visible yellow around the edges where I don't want it. This is the first video of its kind, so there's going to be some things I'll improve in the future. But if you have any thoughts or suggestions, please leave them in the comments, and make sure you like and subscribe. If you'd like to see more of my work, you can check out my Facebook page, Doug Myself Out. If you'd like to support me, you can do so by visiting my Amazon wish list and looking through it and seeing if there's anything that you'd like to purchase, and it will get sent right to my room in the nursing home. Thank you very much.